Yeah, how you going? Dita here. Thanks for joining us here on our channel as we go through another video on lead recycling. Okay, what we're looking to do is we're looking to recycle lead anyway. So on this video, what we've done is we've gone to a tyre shop and asked to get some weights. Some of their stuff they're throwing away, or lead weights off the side of the tyres, and we're going to show you what is lead, what isn't lead, as we go through and recycle that. So please hang in there, have a look at the video, see what you think, and by all means click the little button at the bottom over here for the likes, and subscribe to the channel will be great. Okay, thanks guys, enjoy, see ya.
Okay, so today, as Dita said, we're going to have a look at tyre weights, rim weights collected from your local tyre shop to see if we can recover, or if it's economical to recover lead from all of these weights. Now, the first thing is you're going to need is a magnet of this type, because we've got a combination of weights in here. We've got different types. Tip some out so you can see a bit better. I wouldn't be paying too much for this because you'll see that there's a lot of weights that we can't use in here, and that there is also the added asbestos dust from the brake pads that you really don't want to be breathing in, and you've got other rubbish as well mixed in here as well. So grab your magnet first and run around, and you'll see that already you're picking up some of these weights that are steel. Not focusing, so if you come over here, here's some that I've pulled out before, and you'll see if they say ferric, Fe, such as here. You can see that Fe, that means ferrous, which means that they'll be steel. So here, if you grab your magnet, you'll pick it up. Now all of these ones down here are different combinations of steel weights, and if you come up here, these ones with Zn on them are zinc. So they're not magnetised, but they're not ideally the ones you want either. Coming over here, and you'll find a mixture mainly of lead, including the old types, which still have your lead weights on them, and a bit of steel as well. But the steel will come out once you put it in the smelter. So just running across here, and all it's picking up is the bits of steel. So again, go back to your main pile and pick out your steel ones. Alright, we'll have a look through this and then see how we go. Here we are back again after 30 minutes of sorting, and here is the mixture of lead-based material that we've got from the tyre shop waste bin. In amongst there are lead weights, but there's also some steel right in the middle there where they stick it onto the tyres, which will separate out during the melting process. We've also got a bit of rubber-backed lead, which will burn off or have to be removed from the lead when it's melted as well. So out of about 12 kilos of rubbish, we've got probably about only 2 kilos, 2 to 3 kilos of lead out of all that, but then some of it's still steel as well. Moving over here, we got a number of zinc weights which came off tyres. So in Brisbane, in Australia, we're using a number of different types of material for weights, and zinc being another one. Harder than lead and melts higher than lead. So we've got lead over here, we've got the zinc pile over here, and then we've got the scrap steel bucket, which is by far most of it. So most balancing weights used on wheels in Brisbane, Australia are now steel. So if you're picking up a bucket of used weights from your tyre shop, just be aware that 99% of the bucket, or a good 90% of the bucket, is going to be stuff that you don't want, including asbestos dust out of the brake pads. And incidentally, another couple of tricky things were these weights here, which looked a bit like lead to start with. So there's a lead one at the bottom. If you put the magnet on there, there's no attachment. But these ones are actually steel. So the little weight bit on the bottom is actually steel. Same over here. And the other ones that confused the issue were these as well. And these actually seem to be some sort of heavy weight into a rubber material that they've been using. So maybe a lead impregnated rubber to give weight on the wheels as well. They're elastic, some of them are harder than others, but then you don't want these in your foundry as well. Okay, so that's it. So we've looked before at getting lead weights, lead for foundry work, for making sinkers and dive weights, etc. out of batteries before. Please see Dita's other video. We've now looked at getting lead scrap from tyre shops and see what they've got. But by far the easiest way to get your lead is to go and buy it. So the lead recycling places are paying about $1.50 for lead per kilo at the moment, but they sell it for about $4 a kilo. So here's the thing, if you can get onto a second-hand online place, some smart people, rather than selling it to the second-hand places, to the recycling yards, are selling it online for $2 and $2.50 a kilo. And there goes another option for people selling recycled metal material, brass and lead mainly. Rather than taking it to the recycle yard, why don't you try and get an extra $1 a kilo out of it by advertising it yourself? Okay, back to Dita.
There you have it. As we do the recycling, we're pulling apart the lead and we found there's zinc and steel. Okay, a lot of the weights today, especially the stick-on ones, are either made out of zinc or steel, so there's nowhere near as much lead as we thought, not like back 20 years ago. So we're interested in the lead. Of course, the steel and the zinc we recycle also, but right now we're doing this video on lead. We're looking at smelting the lead, trying to get what we want so we can make weights and whatever else we want to make out of the lead. So stick with us as we keep on going.
So here we've got our car weights in our foundry, and they're just being put in and hopefully soon to melt in our foundry. Flame underneath, and we'll follow the progress of this. So there you have it, the weights have melted. Now the next step is just to remove some of this rubbish from the top, like the steel. There's a bit of steel there. So we're just taking that steel aside. This technique is to drag the lot over. Make sure it's all been melted, which it hasn't. Just take out pieces at a time. Doesn't really matter what tool you use for this. Steel, something flat, just so you can drag out the steel bits and leave the molten lead. Okay, it's a bit hard to do this one-handed, so I'll keep going, and that's how you do it. Tyre lead weights to recyclable molten lead.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video as we smelted all the lead out. We got the, as I said, we got the zinc and the steel, recycling those. We'll do another video on something like that later. Right now, if you enjoyed that, even if just join us, help us build the channel, click the like button, then the subscribe and the bell would be very much appreciated. Okay, thanks a lot. See you again soon. Bye.